So if you want to jump on your growing season, starting seedlings indoor can make all the difference. So in our climate, Zone 5, some crops simply won't produce without an early start. Tomatoes and peppers, those are the perfect examples. Now, if we waited to plant them outdoors, our season would be too short to get a harvest. But starting seedlings indoors isn't just about planting early. To grow strong, healthy seedlings that thrive once that they are transplanted, we have to meet their needs from the very beginning. Good soil, food, water, light, and warmth. So today I want to focus on the most overlooked piece of the puzzle, which is the soil. So a lot of gardeners don't realize how important seedling starting soil is. Many people grab soil from the garden or just pick up any bag of potting mix from the big box store. And both of those choices can lead to failure before your seeds ever get a fair chance. So I've seen seedling mixes so poor that I knew just by looking at them, the grower was headed for disappointment. And when seedlings fail like that, it's almost never the seed's fault. So my parents, who owned a nursery, they figured this out really early, and they grew some of the healthiest, most impressive plants that I've ever seen. So what made the difference was their seedling soil mix. In our family, we've used the same basic seedling starting mix for 4 generations, and it has grown millions of seedlings. So the seedling soil mix works great for light tables as well. So the family secret seedling mix, it works because it has 6 critical attributes. 1, it has clean ingredients. The ingredients don't harbor harmful bacteria or fungi that can damage the young seedlings. 2, it has proper drainage. The soil holds enough moisture for steady growth, but drains well so the roots get oxygen. Airflow is essential in the soil. All right, number 3 is consistency and accessibility. So the ingredients are easy to find, easy to mix, which means we can make the same reliable blend every single time. Next is structural support. So the mix firms up just enough to hold the seedlings upright so they don't flop over and struggle to get established. All right, next is nutrient retention. So the seedling soil mix contains enough humus to hold in nutrients so young plants aren't starved during the early growth. Last is it's weed-free. Because we mix it fresh, there are no weed seeds competing with the seedlings. So this combination, it creates a soil environment that the seedlings love. So we grow all our starts in it and even reuse it later by mixing in compost for transplanting. So here is the simple but effective family secret seedling soil recipe that we have used for 4 generations. All right, 3 parts peat moss. You can use coconut coir if you prefer. 1 part perlite, 1 part washed or playground sand, and 1/2 part water. So we measure everything by volume, not by weight. So this is really important to get the ratios right. So measure by volume, not weight. It also makes it easy to make this recipe. For a large batch, we mix in a cement mixer 12 gallons of peat moss, 4 gallons of perlite, 4 gallons of sand, and 2 gallons of water. So we put that in and we turn that on and we mix it thoroughly. And then you can store this soil and use it for up to 6 months. Now for a small batch, we use 3 gallons of peat moss, 1 gallon of perlite, 1 gallon of sand, and about 1/2 gallon of water. And you can mix this easily in a 5-gallon bucket with a shovel. You can also reuse the soil once the seedlings are transplanted out. We never waste this soil. We save it, we add compost, and use it in the garden or for potting up large plants. So this mix has served my grandparents, my parents, me, and now my kids, and it continues to deliver consistent, healthy results. So when it comes to containers, you can use almost anything that you have on hand to grow your seedlings in. And the most important step is cleaning the containers before planting. Used pots can carry disease. So we often wash ours in the dishwasher, which works surprisingly well. And if washing by hand, just add a small amount of household bleach to the water to kill any lingering pathogens. So clean pots plus clean soil go a long way towards healthy seedlings. Strong seedlings start long before they go into the garden. So when you give them the right soil, proper care, and a clean growing environment, you set them up for success for the rest of the season. So grow in the soil that the plants like, and everything else gets easier. Now in the next video, I'll share with you the plants that do best if started on a light table and the plants that do not do well on a light table. And if you're looking for open pollinated heirloom garden seeds, you can find our fold seed collection at thelivingfarm.org. I've also included the link in the description below. Thank you for supporting organic seed growing and local farms. I'll see you in the next episode.